Hey, you made it. You're here in the quiet with the stars above and roots below. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath match the rhyme of the wind in the leaves. Inhale 2, 3, exhale. Tonight we visit someone who doesn't need many words to say everything. Welcome to the whispered lore of Groot before he was known as Groot. Before the galaxy knew his name, he was an outcast, settling in the Planet X colony of Arbor Prime, a world of sentient flora. He wasn't the strongest or the tallest, but he was curious, a dangerous thing in a society that prized conformity and ancient traditions. Groot asked questions the elders didn't like. Why don't we grow toward the stars? What if we were meant for more than this soil? For that, he was marked unrooted, exiled in the endless dark between vines and void. There, in the blackness, something woke. Captured by the Kree, sold to the highest bidder, broken down, rebuilt, and made to entertain in intergalactic death matches. But he never fought for blood. He protected quietly, even when it cost him a limb, even when his captors carved their marks into his bark. That's where he met Rocket, a raccoon with no home, no master, and no mercy. But somehow, Groot saw the ache behind Rocket's teeth. And Rocket reluctantly saw the comfort in Groot's silence. They weren't a team. Not yet, but they were no longer alone. Every tree has its shadow. Groot was Flora Colossus, born there, a militant from his home world who viewed Groot's exile as betrayal. Vornik believed that Flora were meant to rule, not wander. He chased Groot across moons, vines bristling with fire sap. They clashed on the moons of Morag, where entire forests burned under their fury. But Groot didn't fight to win. He fought to protect the life around him. Moss, mushrooms, children. Even those who would never understand his whispers. And that's what made him different. Not what he could destroy, but what he could nurture. He only says 3 words, I am Groot. But every time, it means something new. To some, it's a hello. To others, it's goodbye. To Rocket, it's a universe of unspoken loyalty. Ancient Groot lore says the Flora Colossus developed such dense vocal cords that language became nearly impossible. But their intent, their emotion, was felt, understood if you listened with your soul, not just your ears. And if you listen like Gamora, Drax, Mantis, and Peter Quill, each found meaning in his whispers. Each became his forest. Groot wasn't born to be a hero, but when he saw life threatened, any life, he grew into one. He sacrificed himself to shield his friends from fire. He regrew from a twig. He held a bomb no one else could. He danced to bring joy. He stood tall to protect the small. That's what makes Groot, Groot. A reminder that the quietest among us might just have the strongest roots. So now, when you hear a leaf rustle in the wind, or the hush of a branch under moonlight, maybe you'll hear him. I am Groot. A phrase that, when whispered just right, can mean you are not alone. Inhale tall. Exhale, stay rooted. You did well tonight. But now, I ask you, wanderer of the stars, whose whispered lore do you want to hear next? The fire of Phoenix, the mind of Scarlet Witch, the claws of Wolverine, or someone else entirely? Drop their name in the comments and return for more stories from the quiet set of the Marvel Universe.